Oh, yeah, some really intriguing ones, like what if the person the hero is trying to rescue doesn't want to be rescued?
Oh, that complicates things.
Or the hero realizes they've been tricked. They've actually been helping the villain all along. Devastating.
Or the villain turns out to be family. Or a close friend.
Classic, but always effective. Or, how about this? Something you thought was harmful is actually helpful. Or vice versa. Or the whole adventure you're on. It's just a distraction from the villain's real, bigger plan.
Sneaky.
Totally. Or an old myth turns out to be real and really bad. Or a simple gift causes massive trouble. Or your informant is actually completely nuts. Or the person being rescued isn't who you think they are at all.
Wow, those really demonstrate how a twist can just flip the whole script.
Exactly. They add surprise, complexity, depth. It's about taking the familiar and making it feel fresh and unexpected.
Okay, twists add surprise. What about adding, like, more layers? That's where subplots come in.
Precisely. Subplots weave in extra threads. They can develop side characters, explore themes related to the main plot, or just keep things interesting when the main action slows down a bit. They add richness.
And there are different types of subplots, too.
Yep, the guide lists quite a few. There's the ABC quest. Got to do task A to get to B to finally achieve C.
Like a chain reaction.
Right, or accumulation of elements, gathering clues or items from different places. Then there's the deathbed delivery. Dying person gives the hero something vital, maybe whispers a clue. Very dramatic.
And that?
You also have encounter recurring villain, a baddie who just keeps popping up, adding ongoing tension. Or the frame job, where the hero gets blamed for something they didn't do.
Always stressful.
Definitely. Then gauntlet of villains, a series of tougher and tougher fights. Grand gala, big party or event where the villain's scheme unfolds. Grim necessity, the hero has to do something drastic to avoid personal ruin.
High stakes.
Always. Also, legend and rumor, chasing a mythical treasure or place. And mistaken identity hero gets confused for someone else, leading to, trouble or maybe even comedy.
Yeah.
Lots of tools there to deepen the story. It really gives you ways to add texture beyond just the main A to B plot line.
And all these plots and subplots build towards the climax.
Climax, yeah, the big turning point right before the end.
Where things shift.
Yeah, exactly. It's where the hero usually gains the upper hand or makes a decisive move and things start going downhill for the villain. Huge tension, critical choices, everything hangs in the balance.
And there are different flavors of climax, too.
Oh, yeah. You've got all hope is lost. It looks like defeat is certain. Then, boom, unexpected help arrives. Very cinematic.
Classic.
Or just a massive, bloody battle forces clashing. Or maybe divine retribution. The gods step in. Or some higher power.
Less common, maybe, but powerful.
For sure. Then there's escape in time. Hero's trapped. Got to get out now to stop the villain's plan. High tension.
Like defusing a bomb.
Kind of, yeah. Or that gauntlet of villains, again, could be the climax itself. Race against doom, frantic effort to stop something terrible under huge pressure. Or maybe the villain tries to run, retreat to succeed, forcing a final chase.
Keep the pressure on.
Right, or scattered duels, hero and allies fighting different enemies at the same time. Or the villain makes a sudden escape attempt when things go south. And, of course, the ultimate classic, the throne room duel.
Final one-on-one.
Personal showdown, yeah. So lots of ways to bring things to a head.
Okay, this is great for structure. But let's circle back to the villain. We said they're crucial. The guide really emphasizes making them memorable, right? Disturbing, even nasty.
Absolutely. A truly great villain sticks with you. They often represent the opposite of the hero's values. And crucially, they need solid motivation. They aren't just evil for evil's sake.
They think they're right.
Often, yes.
Yeah.
They see themselves as the hero of their own story. Driven by greed, sure, or maybe deep-seated neuroses, or even a warped sense of justice. That complexity makes them compelling, not just a function of the plot.
And the guide breaks down villain types, too. Master villains.
It does. Yeah. Quintessential master villain types, like the Avenger, seeking revenge for some wrong, maybe even a justified wrong, but their methods are way over the top.
Okay.
The Corruptor wants to degrade people, cause chaos. Could be human, could be supernatural. The delusional acts based on a twisted reality. Their madness drives the plot.
Scary.
Yeah. The friend with a dark secret, that betrayal again. Someone close becomes the enemy. The mad scientist, obsessed with dangerous experiments, ethics optional.
A staple.
Totally. The menacing advisor, pulling strings behind a powerful figure. The organizer, the criminal mastermind, always has a plan B, C, and D. and the zealot,
Mm-hmm.
forcing their warped morality on everyone, a real rogues gallery.
And these masterminds need help, right? Henchmen.
Right. Villains rarely work alone, so we get quintessential henchman types. These are the main sidekicks, often dangerous in their own right, like the corrupted hero, a fallen good guy, maybe hinting at redemption.
Adds conflict.
Big time. Or that friend with the dark secret, again, could be a henchman working for the villain under duress, maybe. The lovable rogue, not truly evil, just chaotic, might switch sides.
Potential ally.
Potentially. The misguided moralist thinks they're doing good by helping the villain. And the mistress with a heart of gold, the villain's lover who secretly helps the hero, adds layers of intrigue and moral ambiguity.
Well, and below the henchmen, minions.
Yep, the rank and file. Quintessential minion types, often less distinct but fill important roles. The coward, easily manipulated by fear. The devoted follower, unshakable loyalty.
Cannon fodder, sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. Or maybe the reluctant pawn forced into it might turn if given a chance, and the unwitting pawn tricked into helping doesn't know the real plan.
And just like the heroes, these villains and henchmen are better if they're blended types.
Exactly. Just like the heroes, mixing elements from different archetypes makes the antagonist more complex, more unpredictable, and ultimately more memorable.
It really paints a picture of a whole ecosystem of characters needed for these stories.
It does. It shows how much thought can go into every level of the narrative.
Okay, so we've covered a ton of ground here. Bringing this deep dive toward a close, what are the big takeaways for someone listening, someone who wants to understand action-adventure better, or maybe even write it?
Well, I think first, understanding those basic adventure types really helps frame the story. Then realizing how crucial compelling characters are, especially villains with clear, strong motivations. They're the engine.
Right. And the plot structures, the formulas, they're useful frameworks, but not cages.
Exactly. They provide a skeleton, but the real magic comes from adding those twists, those subplots, playing with expectations, and having that whole library of archetypes for heroes, villains, henchmen, minions. It's a powerful toolkit.
It really is fascinating how much structure can be underneath something that feels so immediate, so visceral when you're experiencing it. It definitely changes how you might watch or read these stories.
For sure. Whether you're creating them or just enjoying them, you start to see the patterns, the choices the creators made. Even everyday life sometimes feels like a mini adventure, right? With its own villains and obstacles and twists.
Yeah, maybe my commute is an espionage plot some days.
Exactly. But maybe a final thought to leave people with. Think about that balance. How do storytellers use these familiar formulas but still surprise us? Make something feel fresh.
And maybe, which of those villain types really gets under your skin? Which one do you find the most fascinating or the most disturbing, and why? What is it about their motivation that hooks you?
Yeah, that's a good one. Thinking about why certain villains resonate so much is definitely something interesting to chew on long after the story's over.